Hey guys, how are you? Trying to get this situated. So I've been just like hanging around the house today, and it's my day off, so trying to catch up on some work and whatnot. So today is Working It Wednesday. How is everyone doing? I hope you're doing fine. And today, and when you come on, just give me a like, comment, hey, and just so I know that you're here, okay? Today, we're actually going to talk a little bit about your goals again and about being successful in your goals and your dreams. So, I wanted to know what you thought about last week. Was it helpful? Did you do anything? So I'm going to give you some homework at the end here. So, all right. So we kind of talked about how success is important, is your duty, and how there was no shortage of it. It's your obligation. So I'm going to kind of continue touching on that, on what I've learned. So why is success important? Because it is what success can do for you. What you're achieving your goals can do for you is so much. It can give you confidence. It can give you security. It can give you a sense of belonging, a sense of achievement and comfort. Okay. And also it can help by reaching your goals, depending on what they are. It can also help you to contribute to your community, so, hi, Michaela. So it can help you be a part of your community, depending on what your goals are. So what is, it is a positive contribution to both yourself, your family, your community. So that's why goals are important. And it's so important that you just go ahead and achieve them or go for it in spite of what anyone else says or think. All right. So that's important. Hey, hon, how are you? I don't know. I have my hair in a ponytail all day. It's looking a hot mess, but it's all right. It's all good. Okay, so the first thing I want to ask you or talk about is, are your goals equal to your potential? I think we kind of touched base with that last week, but I wanted to just reiterate about it. Your goals should stay away from realistic thinking. I think that's okay. Realistic thinking, because it should not be based on what others think is possible. It should be based on what you think is possible. And you have to change your mindset, because again, you can achieve anything that you want to achieve. You just have to block out the naysayers. All right. Just because they have the mindset that, this could never happen, I could never do this, does not mean that you have to let that interfere with your goals and your dreams. Okay, so just block out the naysayers. Don't go by what they think is possible, or what the possibilities, or what's impossible, because you can determine yourself what you are capable of achieving. Okay. The other thing is, we talked briefly about how if you are going to set goals, set them in the standards higher than what you think you can do, because you're more apt to achieve them if you push yourself a little higher. Okay. Follow the ones that are already achieving their goals. Follow the ones that are living, how they want to live. whether it be healthy eating, whether it be fit, being fit, whether it be, a financial goal, a goal for your family. Find someone who has already achieved that goal and follow them. Do what they do. Don't follow the norm. Don't ask, that friend what, one thing that I heard was, don't ask a broke friend about finances, because obviously they don't know. All right. Or they're not financially set because they're broke. All right. So you want to seek out those who have already achieved their goals or are on their way to achieving the same goal that you want to achieve. No matter who it is, no matter what it is, find that person that you can follow, that you can imitate, and do what they do. Okay? So, and remember, because you are who you surround yourself with. And that's very important to keep in mind. If you are let's go back to our younger years, as I say, younger years, who we used to hang out with. We had a lot of fun, I'm quite sure, but who are the people that we hung out with? And what kind of lifestyle were we living? So it's the same thing when you get older. You are who you surround yourself with. Are you surrounding yourself around positive people? Are you surrounding yourself around negative people who are just like, I'm good. I can't get anywhere. Everything always happens to me. We're content with just, going to work and coming home and hanging out, watching TV or playing games or whatever, not doing anything. Or are you surrounding with yourself around people who are always trying to uplift you, always trying to push you to reach the next level of whatever it is, who is always, giving you positive feedback? So keep in mind that your surroundings do matter. So you want to surround yourself around positive people. You want to surround yourself around motivated people. People who are going to lift you up, not just keep you at the same level or bring you down. All right, because you're not going to achieve your goals that way. It's not going to happen. So the other thing is that your thoughts and actions are why you are where you are now. Every thought that you had in your mind from yesterday, from last week, from last month, from years ago, every thought that you had in your mind allowed you to perform an action according to that thought. Do you see what I'm saying? You think of you're thinking one way, so you're going to react that same way. So however it was that you was going on in your mind at any particular time, that is what you reacted to, and that's what led you to do what you did each and every day from that point forward. And it still goes true today. Whatever you thought about today, that's what you dwelled on. So that's the action that you took. If you're thinking, they say, like, if you're thinking, man, it's Monday, I don't want to go to work, I don't want to be here. How was your day? Your day was kind of like, bleh. Or it was just not as good as it could have been or should have been. Because you went in with the wrong mindset. You went in with the thought of, it's Monday, I don't want to be here. And your actions follow that thought. So if you get up and you go and you're like, it's a great day, I'm going to have a good day, I don't care what happens, I'm not going to let anyone, this is my saying that I don't allow anyone to adjust my mood. So, I get up every morning and I just put that positive thought in my head. I may, at first be like, but I have to turn that around. and be positive for the day, because, you know, I have to, the thing is, you have to do it anyway. So why not make the most of doing it? I mean, it's not like, well, you do have a choice, but it's not like um, you can not do what needs to be done. So you might as well just make the best of it. And that's the same thing as far as, you know, any of your goals. If you get it in your mind and you keep telling yourself, oh, I don't know if I could do this. This is going to be so hard. This is going to be like, is it going to be worth it? You know, I've tried to do it before and you know, I didn't succeed or whatever, or it turned out really bad. Then that's what's going to happen. You're going to bring into your life what your mind thinks is going to happen. Okay, so if you go out there and if you get up and you're just like, all right, it's going to be great. I'm going to do this. I don't care what other people say. I don't care what's happening around me. I'm going to do this because this is what I want to achieve. This is what what my goal is. This is where I want to be. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it. I don't care what they say. No one's going to tell me that I can't do it. And if they do tell me I can't do it, I'm going to prove them wrong. You know what I'm saying? And then you're more apt to just like go for it. So your thoughts and your actions are very important. Your thoughts are very important because they in turn guide your actions. Okay? So so what you got to do in your thought when you are thinking these things is you don't want to limit yourself to what you deserve. It will don't limit what you deserve, because in the end it will limit what you will be required to do in order to achieve them. So going back is like I said, is you cannot have the negative thoughts. You have to keep it positive. You have to know in your mind that you can do it no matter what. You can do whatever you set out to do. So if you limit your desire for what you want, then you're going to limit your chances of obtaining it. So I'm looking at my hair. I'm sorry. So always try and be positive. Always try and be positive. Even the best things or the worst things that happen, some of the worst things that happen to you throughout the day can turn into the best things that happen to you in the future. Does that make sense? So you have to keep it positive. That's one of the reasons why I try every morning. My very first post in the morning is something positive, because we all wake up and have bad days. We all wake up and have bad days. But the important thing is that you have your little, pity me party, get over it, and turn it around. Okay, it's happened. There's nothing I can do about it, or I can only do what I can do, and then you move on. Don't dwell in it, because that is going to not only keep you down, that is going to keep Mr. Negative Nancy in your head, and it's going to hold you back. You don't want to be held back, because the more you keep holding yourself back, the longer it's going to take you to get to where you want to be. So have your pity party, get over it, and then move on. So, so it's very important that you have positive thoughts. Very important. So, when you do start to work on what you want to happen, work on the things that you want in your life, you have to realize that you have to increase your efforts and not your excuses. So many times, and I'm just as guilty as the next person. I have made excuse every single day for why I can't do this, or why I don't have time to do that. I've made excuses every day, and I find myself even today doing the same thing, and I have to like snap out of it, and it's just like, no, I can't do this because my goal is bigger than my excuses. So you have to have your you have to have your why. It's got to be so big that there is no excuse whatsoever that's going to stop you or hold you back from doing it. Okay? So you need to increase your efforts and decrease your excuses. So the and the next thing I wanted to talk about briefly was about your actions. What actions are you taking towards getting the things that you want or doing the things that you want to do? What actions are you taking? There are 4 degrees of actions, and we all fall into at least 3 of them, and I'm trying to push you to the 4th one, as well as myself. So there are 4 degrees of action. The first degree is, and we're all guilty of this, is to do nothing. You can take no action whatsoever. You can just, think about it, let it go, and just do nothing. And just give up on your dreams, give up on your goals, give up on the thing that you wanted to do, give up on the goal that you wanted to achieve. Do nothing. I had mentioned last week about the fact that it could be the smallest goal or it could be the biggest goal. Goals are goals, the bottom line. Big or small, goals are goals. But the important thing is that they're your goals and they are important to you, and that's all that matters. You could want to run a marathon. You could want to run around a mile. You want to be able to run a mile. You could just want to find a way that you can make an extra, $100 a week or a month, or an extra $1,000 a week or a month. It doesn't matter how big or small your goals are. You have to do something. It's all going to take work. You have to start to train for that. So you can do nothing or you can do something. Take action. The problem with doing nothing and giving up on your dreams is that you're accepting whatever comes along. You're accepting whatever comes your way. It's like, it's good, and don't get me wrong, I'm very, very grateful, and I say it every morning and every night. I am very grateful for having my basic necessities, a roof over my head, a job that I can go to right now, a vehicle that is in really, good condition to take me to that job. I'm very thankful for having my lights on, for food on my table, for being able to be physically fit and mentally capable to do the things that I can do. I am very grateful for that. However, I say I want more. I want something better for me. I want something better for my family. And I want something better for other people, i.e. you. So I have to, step out of that mindset of, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to retreat, because it's not an option for me. It is totally, and it shouldn't be an option for you. And especially if it's something that is that important to you and you really want to do it, you have to get out of that do nothing, I'm happy where I'm at, I'm good mindset. Okay. The second degree of action is to retreat. You retreat out of fear. Because the thing is, as we were growing up, when we were children, we were always told, no, don't do that. Don't touch that. You know, you're going to get hurt. Stay away from that. We've been told that. And unfortunately, we kind of, we kind of carry that into our adult life. We can't do that. We don't do this, don't do that. Play it safe. Don't, and we have to stop playing it safe so much. I'm not saying go out there and be, stupid, but we got to stop playing it safe so much. You have to take chances. You have to take that leap and just trust in yourself and truly believe in yourself that you're going to be okay, that you're going to do it. We're all going to have setbacks, but it's okay. It's how you get through that setbacks that's going to take you to the next level. All right. So, no retreating. No retreating. The next thing is we have normal levels of action. In these normal level of action, what we do is we tend to take enough actions to appear normal, and saying that means that, we make it appear to other people that we're taking those steps, we're doing it, but reality, we're not doing it. We just want to, we do enough to be considered acceptable. And we can't do that. We have to go beyond acceptable. We have to go beyond that and do more. The other thing is we never do enough to create success in achieving our goals. We always do just under enough because out of fear, we think that if we go above what is comfortable, that, that way we're not wasting our time, we're not putting too much energy and effort into it, and then when we fail at doing something, we can say, oh, I tried it, it didn't work. Well, it didn't work because we didn't really work it. We've got to step beyond that comfort zone and do what we need to do in order to get where we want to go. And so this here is totally out of my comfort zone, but I just feel like, by doing this, it's not only going to help me to step out of my comfort zone, but it's also going to help, all of y'all in, and trying to step out of your comfort zone, to try and know what needs to be done, what you should be doing. We're like sharing this. So I'm learning just as well, just right along with y'all. Okay. So, this is all new to me. I did not realize, how much, non-action I've been taking. And like I said, I'm guilty of it as well, as saying, well, I tried but no, I really didn't try. Okay. I went and I read, I read like, one chapter in a book or something. Well, that's it. That's all I'm doing. That I did my personal development or whatever. I have to go beyond that. So you have to step beyond your comfort zone so you can step out of the norm. Don't be average. And with that being said, that is one thing that, we find it normal to be average. We have to be beyond average if we want to be where, be where we want to be. You have to go beyond average. And the fourth degree of action is massive action. It is it's beyond the natural state, and what it is, it's hard work not to succeed. It's hard work not reaching our goals, because if you think about it, it's going to take some work to get there, but once you get there, yes, you're going to have to continue to work to maintain where you're at, your new level, but it's much more harder not to achieve what you wanted to achieve because you're falling into that average state. You are struggling more. You're not feeling the best that you could be feeling. You know, you're sick. You have, you know, physical issues. So if you want to eat, for example, healthy, you're not eating healthy and reaching that goal of doing that, then your body's going to be sick. You know, you're going to get sick more because you haven't built up yourself to, you know, to a healthy lifestyle. If you want to run that mile or that marathon and you don't do it because you don't want to get out there and, you know, take the necessary steps as far as working out and going out for, you know, 30-minute or an hour walk, and then slowly go for that mile or that hour run or whatever, then your body is going to break down on you. The same thing with if you want to achieve financial stability. Well, you have to go out there and you have to work and do whatever it is that, you know, you want to do or can do or need to do in order to get to that level of financial freedom. If you don't, it's hard work being broke. I know. It's hard work being broke because you're constantly like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? All right, this is due. This is due. We don't have any money. I know this. So it's much more harder to not achieve success than it is to be successful or to reach and to reach your goals, no matter what it is, no matter how big or how small. So it is. I got my notes. So what we have to do is we have to approach every day like that action depends on it. Depends on your next day, on the day after that, the day after that. We have to work every day on our actions like our life depends on those actions being achieved, okay, or being done. All right. So, and then, those were the things that I kind of, that really hit me when I was doing some reading this week. And, I just wanted to share with you, and, you just need to know that first you have to get rid of the negative thoughts. No more negative Nancy. Negative Nancy is now being evicted from our mind. She is being evicted from our thoughts. She is being evicted from our actions. Negative Nancy does not live here anymore. She don't pay rent. She don't pay the bills, and she eating up all our food, eating up all our thoughts and that. She gots to go. She gots to go. So this week I want you to say, bye, Nancy. It's been real. It hasn't really been fun, but you gots to go. All right? It's time to move out. I'm starting to bring in, positive Pauline. She is now in my head. So you got to go. She is now staying with me. So you have to start every day with that positive thought, okay? Because that is going to make a world of difference. Trust me, in your day. So who is up for a challenge this week? I've got a couple challenges for you this week. So who's up for a challenge this week? Give me some hearts. And let's see it. I'll let you know what they are. I have 2 challenges. The first one is, if you have not yet done so, I want you to try starting a journal, writing down your goals. 3 goals. 3 goals for, it's kind of the beginning of the month. We still have a few weeks, but 3 goals that you want to achieve or work towards achieving. And then keep a journal of, what you do every day to what you're doing to try and achieve those goals. All right. 3, just 3 goals of what you want to do. And let's see if we can't work on them and see how far we can get to achieving them. And the second thing is, I want you to start taking actions towards those goals. I'm going to be doing the same thing. Okay. I'm not just going to, put it out there and not do it myself. So, because like I said, we're all doing this together. We're kind of in it together. So I think it's something that they say it's better. There's more power in group. Well, they say in three, but there's more power in groups than there is standing alone. So we are going to write down our goals, write down 3 goals, and just kind of like maybe jot in there why it's important to you, why you want to achieve them, and then start taking actions towards those goals. And then just kind of write down every day what steps you took towards taking, what steps you took towards those actions in order to start working towards those goals. Again, it doesn't have to be a big goal. It can be small goals. Small goals are just as important as big goals, but we can start, we start off with a small one, and then we're going to take the steps to making them bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay? So those are the things that, we want to, I want to challenge you to do. And I'm challenging myself is, just do 3 things, just do 3 things this week. 3 things in achieving your goals or starting to work towards the goals. All right. And let's see how this is going to work. I don't know. Like I said, this is all new to me. So let's see what happens. I don't know. But that is all I have for you today. And I want to thank y'all so much for joining me. I look forward to doing it. I'm starting to get even more excited than I was at first in doing this because it's challenging me as well and kind of keeping me accountable because I have to do my personal reading, my personal development. I have to continue to learn so that I can share it with you. And this is amazing. This is going to be amazing. So if you have found any value in this whatsoever, please, by all means, go ahead and share it. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you weren't able to join me during the actual live, and you're watching it later, just put, hashtag replay. That would be awesome too. And I hope that you all have an amazing evening. And I am really looking forward to seeing what we got next week. Okay. So thank you again so much. Have a great night. And thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for joining. And I will talk to you next week. All right. Y'all take care. Happy Wednesday. All right. Let's go work it. I'll talk to you later.